Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to do today. We're going to add another strike into the mix. It's called the heel palm or the palm heel. Now, if you remember way back in the beginning when we talked about the slapping and the benefits and the uses for that, it's going to be on a similar path. All we're doing is fine-tuning the same things we did with the slap. Then when we're done with that, we're going to work on an exercise, okay? Sometimes you're going to get knocked on your butt if you're fighting, if you're in law enforcement, if you're in the military, okay? And you have to get up from very awkward positions. So we're going to do something called the hip up, which is a way to get yourself used to getting back up, grabbing onto your opponent if you can't use your legs to step back and do so. The way I want you to go ahead and put your hand together, it's going to be different than just the slap that we've talked about before, okay? You can actually strengthen this area of your hand by bending your fingers in just like that. Try it on yourself though. All right, make a hand like this, and see where your hand has the most tension in it, okay? You'll probably be able to feel it all the way throughout your arms or in your forearms, your thumb. Keep everything together. I don't want spaces or any kind of claw looking things, okay? But tighten that puppy up, okay? Back to the training horse. So we're in our training horse, and the first heel palm we're going to do is the thrusting heel palm. And all I'm going to do is bring it forward. I want my arm to graze against my rib cage, just like this. And just practice that. And again, we're going to get to the point where we're doing the alternating thrusting. Or we'll just do snapping. Now, that's a forward straight on 12 o'clock type of heel palm. You can also do vertical heel palm when you're talking about the body. So the way we practice that is we just bring it lower, open it up, and imagine yourself hitting one of the short, maybe the soft ribs. In this case, with my right hand, I could attack the spleen. With this side, I could go for the liver. Now I can do an inward heel palm. That's the one that's a lot like the hook. Still hitting with that dead club portion of my hand, okay? So, let's review. We have the thrusting heel palm, we have a vertical heel palm, and then we have that hooking inward heel palm. So there's going to be more in the future, but we're going to focus on those three items right now. Now let's talk about getting knocked on our butt. On our fannies, I could get knocked on my buttissimo any day of the week. So can you. So what do we do to hopefully put ourselves in a better position once we've been knocked down? All right, go ahead and grab a seat on the ground. So what am I trying to do from here? I need to get up and get close to this individual. I might want to grab a leg, maybe two, okay, but at least one, something I can really hug and squeeze into. Preferably, my head will be on the inside of the person's body, but even if it's on the outside, I'll have some options, okay? I can also maybe get up, climb the tree, okay? If that human being, just picture it like a tree. Get that body lock, squeeze. We need to reduce the space in between the attacker and ourselves. How do we do that? Well, we do a little rocking motion, and that's what I want you to practice at first. Don't worry about looking cool. Don't worry about how long it takes you to get this little rolling upwards, okay? We're going to be switching sides. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to be pulling and switching our legs. Heel to my inside of my thigh here, heel to my center line, okay? This foot is going to be the one that stands us up. It's going to be at 90 degrees, okay? And again, I'm going to be visualizing grabbing something. It's a lot easier to do in real life. So if you can get used to doing this in a solo drill, when the timing and when the scenario avails itself to you, you're going to be fine. So all I want to do is kind of throw myself forward and then throw my shoulders forward and my hips forward and scoop myself up. When you're doing the grip, I don't want you to go like this. Don't do none of this stuff. Don't even do this with your thumbs. I want your hands, everything together. Pull yourself in. Okay, if you already have wrestled, maybe jiu-jitsu, you know this is a gable grip. Okay, so I'm going to lean forward and just practice this. Okay, if this is very difficult for me, this is what I'm trying to do. Then practice this. Might feel weird, but take your time. What do we say? We're not trying to be better or look better than somebody else. We're trying to be better than we were yesterday. Okay? Then, see if you can pull yourself up off the ground. Stand up. Envision yourself pulling that leg or that knee in and pushing your hips out. Then I fall back. That foot's out. This one's in. And I need to visualize something like that again. Go ahead and get like that. And just practice these. This is called the hip up. And when we add this to our TV watcher drills, and even the refusing the mount drill, you start to move yourself in a very awkward and goofy way, which is going to help you do so in the chaos of a fight. So throughout this past month, we've talked about some serious striking, some awkward movement drills, and the psychology and the reality of violence and violent encounters as they happen in today's world.